Hello there, guys. We're here with number 10, One Sheet Show Off Style 10, and it's another doozy. Super simple to put together, but lots of opportunity for wow factor when you're decorating. So let's get started. Piece A has 4 score lines. All right, these score lines will form your gussets, which gives you lots of room for stuffing. Piece B are identical, 2 pieces, no score lines. Piece C, no score lines. All right, so we're going to put piece A to the side just for a little bit, and we're going to focus on piece B. All right, so for piece B, you're going to do the same thing to both of these. All right, so let's get that done. You're going to draw a frame around the perimeter at a 1/2 inch. As a matter of fact, you're going to do this to all 3 pieces. All right, let's keep it simple. So all 3 pieces, it's going to get a frame. All right, we're going to draw. Don't get ahead of yourself and cut, all right, because that's not what we're doing. We're not just popping out this frame here. So this is a little bit to expand more on the whole Windows on the World album concept. All right, this photo mat will be all about windows. All right, we've been creating windows in our paper phenomenon projects for years, and I'm talking about at least a decade already. And it's been super fun to do it. Just gives you so much versatility. And, you know, again, versatility. You can switch things up. Same page, put a couple windows in it, and boom, you've got yourself a whole different look, right? All right, so that's B and C. We've got our half inch frame around the perimeter. All right, so let's do our second piece B. And there. Okay. And done. All right, so let's start with one of our B's. For this one, we're going to cut on this line, and this line. So you're going to cut from the intersection down to the intersection, across to the intersection, and up to the intersection. Do not cut on this line here. All right, this would be a score line. Okay, so what I want you to do is grab your scoreboard and go ahead and score on that 1/2 inch mark right there. Okay, notice I didn't score all the way across. I just scored from intersection to intersection. So that's where you will be cutting. Okay. All right, so you clearly have a score line there, so you know that you should not be cutting on the score line. All right, so let's grab our ruler and let's start cutting. All right, so nice and neat on that pencil mark. We're going to cut. I don't help, right, with saying the wrong things. We're going to cut on those 3 lines. And you want to make sure that everything's nice and even. Okay. And again, remember when you're cutting with a ruler, you want to press down firmly on the ruler and light with your knife hand. Okay. You don't want to press down hard with the ruler hand and press down hard with the knife hand. Firm on the ruler, light on the knife. Okay. That'll give you much better control. All right, so now we have this, and we're going to flip it so that we don't see the pencil, and we're going to, boop, do that. So now we have this style of window here. Okay, let's put that to the side. Now for this one, we're going to get our centering. We're going to reference the centering portion of the ruler, and we're going to find our center. Right, nice and even, and we're going to make a little tick mark at that center point. Okay, see that tick mark? I like to use a centering ruler to draw that line down, right, to get my center line there. If you don't have a centering ruler, then you want to take that center mark that you made and make a couple of marks up the height of the page, and then line up those marks and boom, draw your line. So for this one, you're going to cut on this line, right, all the way across from intersection to intersection. The bottom line, all the way across from intersection to intersection. And that center score line, center pencil line. You are not going to cut on these lines here to the left and to the right hand side. Those would be score lines. So let's go ahead and score those. Okay, so you're only scoring from intersection to intersection. Okay. Whoopsie. Right there. And that's it. Okay. And now let's cut. Right, so all the way across, top and bottom line. Right, from intersection to intersection. Perfect. Let's do the bottom now. Like so. Okay. And then center only. Just within the frame we're cutting, right? We're not going all the way across because we'll separate. We'll mess up what we're trying to do here. All right. So now we're going to create this double window. So flip it over, bend, fold to the bumpy, right? So we're on that bumpy side. And there you go. So now we have this peekaboo action going on here. And now for this one, we're just going to cut on all 4 lines. Okay? All 4 of them, please. And you're going to pop out this window here. So let's do that. All right, so let's cut. Whoopsie. My knife is slipping, or my ruler is slipping. Okay. And stop it. Right here. And over here. Okay. By the way, you could also leave this on and make this a full panel here. Okay. I'm so tempted now. I'll show you that option. All right. I'll give you that as an option. We're going to cut it out completely, but you can totally leave score right here and leave that as an open panel. Okay. But let's go with the original plan. Okay. We could do a whole mechanism in that. So let's pop this out. Okay, see that? And I'm shedding, guys. So here we just flip it over and we've got this frame. Okay, you can hold on to that. So here are our 3 panels. Let me get my rulers out of the way. And these go right onto your base. Okay, so the C goes on the bottom and you'll see exactly where it goes. Okay, exactly where it goes. And you want to flush it to the bottom when you glue it down. Okay, and you also want to apply your glue really, really thin on 3 sides. You want to be able to slide whatever you're going to slide in there. Okay, so let me get that done. You don't have to mat first, okay? We can mat afterwards. So very, very light on the glue around the perimeter of the frame right on that edge, guys, because you want to be able to slide whatever you're going to have to. This one's going to be sliding. We're going to put a tag in there. All right, so you want enough space to slide that tag. Okay, and then you want to get it from end to end. If you cannot, flush it to the bottom. If you cannot, get it from end to end nice and neat. Right, because it's exactly the same size from end to end as your base. Then you can shave off a teeny bit off of one side, but not too much, okay? Be careful with that. Not too much. All right, so there's the first one. Again, you don't see any wow factor yet because there's no pattern paper, no nothing. All right, then this one will go in the middle, okay? And you'll see that it fits just right there in the center, just perfectly, okay? So remember, for this one, you can glue on all four sides because I'm not going to slip anything in there, okay? What I'm going to put, there's going to be a loose element in there, and you'll see what I mean as soon as we get it, when we do it. So this one you don't have to worry too much about, you know, the glue, because we don't have to slip anything in there. We're actually just going to glue it in there. All right, and then from center it, from top to bottom and side to side. It goes from end to end, from side to side, okay? In the center, there's just, you'll see there'll be a little bit of space at the top and a teeny bit of space at the bottom. This piece will fit right in between the score lines without going over. And now this one, I'd like you to just glue sides. Do not glue the top, please. Okay? And you don't have to worry too much about the glue. Whoopsie. The glue placement. You do want to be on the edge, but you don't have to be so careful like you were with the bottom one. If you want to be, absolutely, by all means, go for it, right? But you don't have to be. And I have to flip it over in order for me to get this right. And I want you to flush this one all the way to the top. Okay? All right. And this, we are looking good, people. Beautiful. So how fun is this already? No decor yet. We've already got quite a bit of interaction here alone as it is. We've got this window option here. We would have all three panels interactive, but I decided to blow this one out. But this one would open up, open this way, and this one could either open that way or this way, but I will give you that as another option. All right, once everything is nice and dry, you can fold it. Okay, so bottom panel goes up. You're going to fold on both those score lines. You've got a gusset in there. All right, and that gusset will become absolutely evident when you stuff this. You'll see it'll fold on the gusset. So no worries. You have this other opportunity for another panel. However, this is a one sheet show off, so I only used one sheet, but you can cut another piece of cardstock and do that the alternative panel that I'm going to show you. You can put it right here, which would be super fun. Okay, and then here again, two score lines. Go ahead and fold on those, and these gussets will come in, will be super functional when we load this baby. Okay, and you'll see that happen when we get to that stage. All right, so there it is, guys. There it is. You can choose to do it this way, right, like this, or like this. All right, either way, and look at how fun this will be. And then we're going to have a tag coming out of this side. All right, so I will be back with some paper choices and some matting. So here it is, completely matted. I used the Numerals collection. It was perfect for this particular theme. The collection is themeless, guys. You can use it with absolutely anything. Right here I have an example of a birthday party. This is a birthday party that Faith attended over the weekend, and it's for one of her sweet, darling little friends, Maverick. Their parents were super kind enough to let me show this off to you all. And this particular piece has a theme, all right? It's a birthday party, but it's also a theme of big friends and little friends. And that is one of the things that one of the moms shares about this relationship with all of the kids in the neighborhood, which, by the way, I have to just say that I am just super fond of everyone that you see in here, including their parents. Faith has just this little family of friends in our neighborhood, and they're just fabulous, guys, and I'm so looking forward to watching them all grow up together. So here is big friends and little friends, because they're all in different ages, and we all celebrated this little guy's birthday right here. All right, so here he is on the cover. Let's start again. Let's start again. On the cover, we've got, I did a slit. So the paper on the cover is the actual photo, and I did the slit on the photo, and there is Maverick again. That's his name. Once again, I used the Numerals collection for this, so that pops out. He turned 5 in this birthday party. It was a little ninja party, so that was so perfect in the collection. Here he is again. He has a million faces when he takes photos, so I wanted to highlight those all. So I did some in regular photo types of arrangements, and then I cut him out so that he looks like an action figure, if you will. So a little happy birthday sentiment there. For the frames, to create your frames, I cut my paper just like you would any mat. All right, the rule for a mat is you cut your paper 1/4 of an inch smaller than the matting area, right? So the paper was cut at 1/4 of an inch smaller. Then I did my frame at 1/4 of an inch, and I cut it out, right? So there is your frame, 1/4 of an inch frame. And then to get the separation in that frame, I literally just removed about 3/8 of an inch from the top and at the bottom here, and I glued the 2 sides as you see right here, and I inserted some eyelids. Easy peasy, guys. All right. Then on the inside, here's an example of big friends and little friends here. Little guy, big friend right there, and then little friends. There's Faith and her friend Tegan, and this is the beautiful Giselle there. Just they're all super loving, and it's just amazing to see. Over here we have another example of big friends and little friends, except this is Miss Lola Kim. She is their grandma, and she's just super fabulous as well. So this was an interesting setup here, guys. So I got this picture from of the kids. As you can see here is one photo, all right? And I wanted to fit this on here, but it wouldn't fit no matter how I put it. It just wasn't working for me. So I cut it up, all right? I cut them out here. I cut sis and little bro down here, and I split it. And then it created an insertion point for a photo of his birthday cake, and this perfect little sentiment that also you will find in the Numerals collection. And then I matted on the back with the arrow paper, which turned out absolutely darling. I love the way that turned out. And then opening this up, another example of big friends and little friends. So there's Rowan, a little friend there. This is the big friend and little friend trio here. So this is Maverick, Jordan, and Peyton. Just, I love them. They're just the cutest kids. And there's again Maverick with another fun face, and there is a larger photo of big friends and little friends. So I am going to stamp that out and add that here, guys. I just haven't found the right alpha, and I wanted to share this with you guys. So there is bro and little big sis, and there's another Maverick face, the many faces of Mr. Maverick. That goes in there. So I did a slit into the photo. So this is what I talked to you about in terms of maximizing that background noise. We either crop our photos to get rid of that noise in the background, right? Everything that's not the focal point of the photo. But in this case, instead of cropping it, I created a slit. and that creates additional real estate in the photo, just maximizing the space so that you can incorporate more photos in different sizes, which creates that interesting element in a piece like this. So it turned out fantastic. I love it. Again, uh, more photos here. If I'm not mistaken, there's 15 to 16 photos here. You guys count and let me know in the comments down below. Here is Mr. Rowan. Look at how cute with his super cute ninja headpiece there. And there is Maverick again. The paper had the number 5 in it, so it's just simply meant to be. And there he is, cut out as a little action figure with a star and the I love you sentiment, again, all from the Numerals collection. And here, this circle, I did 2 circles. I sandwiched them between the tag, and then I cropped it at the top, inserted an eyelet. These circles measure 1 3/8 of an inch if you're interested in making it exactly like mine. And then, so this goes right there into the slot. And there we have another example of big friends and little friends. Look at how cute. And again, another number 5. And that's it, guys. There's the back. All right, so that's what it looks like on the back. And it just folds up perfectly into this little package here. Again, great things come in small packages. Does that apply here? I say yes. And it just folds up neatly like so. You can put this in a mini album if you wanted to. This is a standalone piece. Of course, if this was a gift, you can add a gift card to any one of these panels if you wanted to do something like that. So it's another goodie, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this series, the 10 photomat / gift card holders for my one sheet show off series here on YouTube. If you love what you see on this channel, please give me a subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this little number. And don't forget to leave me, to give me a thumbs up. All right. This is Kathy with Paper Phenomenon. And until next time.